What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we're back with some more super Pirate Rumble action. Of course, this is currently still Block A. As of this video going live, I believe Block A will be completed, so do keep that in mind. But today, I want to cover a character which I hadn't done so yet, and a lot of people have been saying this character is very good in Pirate Rumble, so I definitely needed to go ahead and give them a shot. And that character is none other than Doflamingo 6+, the V2 Doflamingo 6+, which is a character that was definitely well overdue, and they've done a really good job with this character, not only just generically in regular content, but in Pirate Rumble they've actually given him some pretty awesome abilities. So let's go ahead and break him down first before we actually jump into the matches today. So with Doflamingo, his passive now will give driven characters level 6 attack, which of course he himself will receive, but he also gives your Dex teammates level 6 speed and level 6 defense. Like, really good passive, honestly. It is a bit of a shame that his passive is separated both for a color boost and a class boost. I think this character would have been infinitely better if they just made both of the buffs either both for driven or make them all for dex. Like, you know, I don't really like the fact that they like to separate these two. I understand why they do it. It is kind of a balancing factor in a way, but it is kind of frustrating. His special ability though is very strong. 28 CT is very respectable for doing a large range 2x attack damage. However, he does an additional 1x attack in that same range when there's 60 seconds or less, an additional 1x in range in that same range if it's 45 seconds or less, and then an additional 1x if there is 30 seconds or less. So he can do 1, 2, 3, 4 different hits of damage in that really large range, which is just incredible, and that's definitely going to be a huge asset to our teams today. His resistance does give us a bit of healing, and he also gives damage reduction versus quick. But obviously, with the main reason why this character is like going to be so good is he's going to be one of the best bench line units that you can be using, and we're going to be trying that out today. As this team that we have here is my typical Dex team that I normally run. Typically, though, as I was using Super Type Zora instead of the Doflamingo in this position here, but now that we have access to Doflamingo, I want to see what he's able to do in some of these matches today. So hopefully we find some pretty good matches. Obviously we'll try and find a quick team, but also I want to trial it out against a non-quick team just to see how it kind of performs. And we know that Cat Dog on this team are not going to be performing that well against non-quick teams, but that's going to give us a good opportunity to potentially check out what Doflamingo is able to provide. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into some matches. So this is looking like a pretty optimal quick team here, because not only does it have that core of units of Akainu, Magellan, and Kaido, but also with the brand new addition of Izo and Okiku, which are a very good PvP unit. Unfortunately, didn't get a chance to pull them. If I did pull them though, would definitely be showcasing them in Pirate Rumble, because they look really good. I mean, their passive is very, very strong, providing nice defensive increases to quick, as well as also having a very good special that can be very beneficial to that quick team. So that is one to look out for. Also, Groggy Monsters on the bench, it cannot be understated. That character is an absolute beast of a unit here. But of course, the fact that we are versing a full quick team does give us the full special abilities of both Dogstorm and Cat Viper, so that's going to be very nice for us here. Unfortunately, getting hit with a 30% health cut initially, that's not going to be great. Kizaru coming in here, which is going to give us a little bit of a defense and an attack boost, which is going to be very, very nice for some of our other characters that are about to hit. Unfortunately, though, we've got really bad luck with the way that these specials are launching here. So they're going to be launching their specials. Magellan used his to get that haste. We get the Shiryu doing lots of damage here, and Izo and Okiku, they are just annoying. They don't really do that much damage, but they just do a lot of hits of damage. So you know, see, Cavendish didn't have that much health left. He took 2 hits, but he actually was still able to survive, which is pretty wicked. All right, so Mori's going to give us a pretty good chance here at doing some good damage. Unfortunately, Kaido's just sitting at the front and tanking all of these hits. This is really, really annoying. Alright, so Doflamingo is going to get a chance to shine, which is really awesome to see, and he is going to be able to launch his special ASAP, which is, again, super, super good. So let's see what he's able to do. So Dog's going to launch his special. Of course, he does pretty good damage, and now Doflamingo will get 2 hits of damage. Very good. That is so, so good. And of course, the next time he's able to launch his special, he's going to do even more damage than that, which is so, so good to see. Alright, let's see what happens though. How is this one going to conclude? I am expecting Dog and Cat to probably end up getting the win here. They don't have that many characters left. You know, 40 seconds left around that, so Moria should be able to launch his special. Just missed it, unfortunately. Doflamingo will be able to get it when he comes back around, but Dog and Cat are going to be the big ones here. Alright, so Magellan hates himself, but there's only 2 characters left. This is a free win at this point. Alright, and this will probably wrap it up. There it is. Alright, so yeah, a pretty clean victory, but at least Doflamingo came in, showed what he was able to do. A very nice character for late game, as he can just do substantial amounts of damage in a very significant range. Not too many characters can do that in the game, and Doflamingo is one of them. Okay, I saw this one and I definitely wanted to try this out once again. Again, it is another quick team, but of course, if you're running a Dex team in Pirate Rumble, you're not really going to be using it outside of against opposing quick teams. It just doesn't make sense to do it. Unless if they release some crazy broken Dex character in the future that's able to do crazy things against everything. At that point, then yeah, obviously you can do that. But if you're running a Dex team against anything that is not quick related, it's typically not going to go well. And you can just have a look at some of the other Pirate Rumble videos that we've made in the past. It's just, it doesn't end up being very successful if you end up going down that route. Either way, looking back at this team, this is a very similar team to what we versed in the previous match. But the main difference here is the fact that they've got Queen as their mainline unit, which Queen has still got a very good passive. You can't disregard what he's able to do. His special's not the best, but he does still do some pretty nice things at least. And unfortunately for them, because of their speed and defense, they're going to be really, really hard to take down the quick teams now with Izo and Okiku. You know, it's such a great addition to their teams because they have so much more speed, which means that they're able to launch their specials fast. At least they're up the order much more efficiently compared to what they were previously. Luckily, Mori has some great defense reduction there. We're going to take a bit of damage here from Izo and Okiku, but I'm not really too concerned about that one. You know, as we said, you know, they hit a lot of times, but they don't really do a lot of damage, and especially because we have so many characters that have damage reduction against quick enemies anyway. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Cavendish does a bit of damage there. Dogstorm should be able to do a little bit here. A little bit of the counter stance too is going to be pretty cool. And Izo and Okiku are gone. They are out of there. We don't have to worry about them no more. That is fantastic for us. Cat Viper is going to be able to launch their special too, which is going to be pretty significant here. Might get a couple KOs. We'll see how things go. You get a little bit of Queen input here. Which shouldn't really be too significant. Here's the Cat Viper though. That is so satisfying whenever you get a full wave clear like that. Unfortunately, none of the characters went down because we really wanted to showcase Doflamingo, but hey, sometimes the cookie crumbles that way and that's completely fine. We'll take the dub against another opposing quick team. And once again, hopefully we can get one of our characters knocked out so we can actually go ahead and show off Doflamingo here, because I really, really want to show him off, but let's see what happens here. I mean, realistically, we could just put Doflamingo on the front line, but at the end of the day, it's not really going to show off why you would actually use the character. But let's see what happens this time around. Once again, another quick team with Izo and Okiku. That's exactly what I was trying to look for, because in my opinion, they are the best type of quick teams, at least like the best ones in terms of the ones that are the hardest to beat, really. If you are versing a quick team that doesn't have Izo and Okiku and those other core units, then it's not a very good team. You know, characters with Akainu, Magellan, Kaido, and then Izo and Okiku, if they have that core of 4 units on their main line, yeah, that's a very good quick team, you know, with the supplementary units, which can range from a lot of different things, from Legend Cracker to Tesoro, Final Tap Luffy, PvP Recruit Shiryu, Groggy Monsters. There's a lot of options that they have. I still don't think they're like the greatest team out there, but they're still a pretty decent team, especially with that addition of Izo and Okiku, which we've touched upon in this video thus far. Let's see how things go this time around. Things are looking pretty okay so far. Akaina's going to come in with that health cut and that damage, which is, you know, obviously pretty annoying. Cavendish going down first would be pretty ideal here, though. Cavendish is a really good addition to the team. Izo and Okiku already gone. Okay, so GG. Alright, see you later, Luffy. And then Cavendish is going to get a huge hit off on someone. Yep, see you later, Alligator. And then we've got Stussy, Akainu, and Kaido to deal with. How much damage we get dealt here? I mean, we block a lot of that. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Oh my. Okay, well, Kizara's going to be able to come in here, get another defense and attack boost for our Dex characters. Who's the next one that's actually going to be able to launch their special, though? Maybe Moria? Maybe Moria's going to be the way to finish this off here. We'll see. It's going to be close. Maybe not. Cavendish might get it. No, okay, Moria did get it. Okay. They're gone, and it's just Kaido left. Okay, so Kaido is down. And there you go. Didn't even have to use the Dogstorm special. Cavendish with a normal attack was able to KO that Kaido there. That's pretty impressive. So, obviously, it goes to show, quick teams in PvP, they get demolished by Dex. That's not a surprise. So, unfortunately, this is like the only real team that was able to showcase it was the first team. We were able to show what Doflamingo was capable of doing. And you can see, if he comes in late game, he is going to be an absolute powerhouse. You do have to be very cautious, especially if you're attacking a Dex team. And they've got Doflamingo on the bench. You got to be careful. That guy can hit exceptionally hard. So with all that being said, that is going to wrap up yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Thank you very much for watching, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all of the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that guys, I will see you guys within the next video.